I cannot wait to see how delayed our audio is on this one because I did nothing. I just switched some stuff. I hope we don't have an echo. Just don't look at the
It's gonna be
screen.
epic.
Don't
You
look
could've
at the
just said,
screen. Asian.
Hey, hey.
When I talk, you will see the voice.
I mean,
Listen.
you could have just turned off NDI and we wouldn't have had that.
No, I don't know how to do that.
Are we, does it look like we are in a Kung Fu movie? Is what I need to know.
I hope it does. I hope it looks hardcore. Hardcore.
I want to be in a kung fu movie, so I'm happy with that.
I want to be in a kung fu movie too, bro. I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. So, Brad, you got second place. Lost to Chaos, I heard.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't play 40K. I was playing Shoots and Ladders all weekend, and it was sometimes I get caught in the jelly falls.
You lost to the old school ATC. Take 4 of them and call it a day. Fire Raptor, the old and the glorious.
No, I decided to be a little aggressive, and then first off I went second for 4 times in a row, which was annoying. But the Fire Raptor decided to shit on my Raiders, and then I decided to be a little aggressive because I thought things would be all right. And instead of being cagier, and the gods of dice went, "Hey, I heard you made a movement error. We're about to poop. We're about to shut this man's whole career down." And then I played well in the fifth.
So by now, I think it's fair to start renaming second place to Brad
First
place.
loser. Brad plays?
Yeah, Brad plays.
Or,
How'd you do the tournament? I came in Brad plays. Motherfucking lost to some shit.
you know, I literally.
But technically, Brad wasn't second place. Something that tournaments need to update. What are your thoughts on this, guys? I think my audio is coming in a little hot. I think I'm a little loud, so I'll quiet down a little bit. But
So it's exactly like in real life, and we love you for it.
yeah, facts,
Yeah.
facts, brother, facts. You know me. Thoughts on some scoring changes. So I've written up the new missions. I've done it. I've redone primaries. I've created endgame. I have the secondaries.
Awesome.
I'm not confident enough to share it with you guys yet because you're gonna tear it apart. So I'm almost there.
Or
I'm
me
just
to
gonna
poop on.
fine tune it before you guys poop on it, and then once I share it with you guys, I'll be fine to share it with the community
world?
at large. Yeah, and then everyone can just ignore it and act like I don't exist, which would be great. That'd be better than everyone talking how much shit it is. But I feel like nothing
You mean
positive
like-
can come of this, right?
By the way, I do love the fact that out of the last couple tournaments, like I just won 108 man. It's second in this one, and officially by placing second, according to my friends, I'm terrible. So
Yeah, you are terrible. Yeah. So I mean that's a fact. And you didn't get second. That's what I was just about to say.
I did
So
get second.
no, because tournaments need to change. So like for example, who won Dallas's tournament? John Lennon, right? He won first place, right? And then who came in second?
Aiden.
So that's bullshit. Because Naden lost in the semifinals. Not to take anything away from Naden. Naden's probably the best player on this continent. But especially with Eldar or anything Eldari. That's what goes without saying. He's the best player in the world from there. But he didn't really get second. He lost in the semifinals. So like that guy Mark went into the finals at second. And technically at your event, Brad, Curtis and Ogden were both in the finals undefeated. So you didn't get second.
I mean, I got second. I'm looking.
I
at the PC right now.
think we should redo
I have
scoring.
the most points and the tied for the
No,
wins.
No, I think you should get more points for going undefeated for longer than getting a loss and coming back in from the back end. I think that's way better. Being
I mean, I can
undefeated
see-
final round is second. Like, okay,
I don't
so
know.
when we talk
I
about
don't know.
football,
I don't know
Super
about that
Bowl,
because of the fact.
who came in second?
What's that?
Who came in second in the Super Bowl or overall season? Second best team when they figure out the draft for the following year for football. Who's the team that picks second to last?
I'm pretty sure they don't have a battle point system, so it doesn't matter at all in that.
Yeah, they do.
That's
It's
the worst analogy ever.
it's called their score.
No one
Yeah,
cares. about the
but
score.
I mean,
With
we
freedom
have
of-
our score, so whatever you're saying doesn't matter, right? Because you're saying someone else's score is another score. I mean,
It's
I
literally
can
how
sort
you
of
have-
agree with you, Alan, because it's
You-
harder to stay undefeated for a long time.
Sure.
On the other hand,
You still
that's
have to
not
sort them
entirely
by
true
something.
because you can meet Brad or someone good in the first round.
That's the way to two different categories. You can
Lose
beat
your
Brad
first game and then win
or
against
someone
4
good.
other good players. Are you worse or better than someone else? So I understand what you're saying. I don't necessarily agree with it. In theory, I agree with it, but in reality, if we did seeding pairings all the time, I would agree with it.
Yeah, but we
If
don't.
there
That's
is zero randomness,
I think Daniel's.
I
yes.
would agree with it.
If there was zero, if there was, I'm saying if they don't always pair like that though. You know what I mean? So
No, they never pair like that.
yeah. So it's just it's harder for that.
Oh, hey Daniel,
So,
your camera's messed up on Skype. Actually, I'm trying to fix it on OBS. Okay, it's back. Never mind. It just kind of
yeah,
clicked
I
back
get
in.
what you're saying though, but yeah, it's harder when we do.
Yeah,
it
but
because you
Daniel,
have-
my argument would be that it's not the fault of the person who actually went undefeated for 5, 6 rounds, 7 rounds, 8 rounds, whatever.
Sure. So
It's
you're
not
saying
his
the final
fault.
Table basically goes 1 and 2. I get
Yeah,
that.
final table should be 1 and 2. Okay, I can agree that maybe that shouldn't be the case for everything, but I think for 1 and 2, I would even argue 3 and 4, like it should be that final game. If undefeated,
It
I think
depends on the
once
pair. It depends on what's undefeated. It depends on how many players you have. You'd have to like change the entire system.
I think all you have to
Because
do
it
is
depends on
mathematically
literally how
no.
many people you
You
have.
just mathematically figure out what the number is when you have consecutive wins. So like for example, if a
But it's
round
not
is
just
a
consecutive wins. It's how it pairs and who's there. 'Cause
I
it
think
makes a big difference.
yeah. So what I think you're really looking for is you should probably have an elo system like you have in chess. So if I lose with 1 point against Brad, for example, who is very good, and then I win blah blah blah, and then I win blah blah blah, and then I lose, because the problem with your system is the pairings doesn't take into account that you meet super good players. So if me and Brad, let's say I meet in a tournament, I meet Naden, Kurt Klaus.
so
Nick
like the guy
Brown,
that came in second at Dallas. He played Naden, John Lennon,
Yeah, that guy
Nick
had
Brown.
market
Played
hurdle
Nick
at
Brown. He
murder
played like
goal.
fucking everybody, bro, and he came in like 6th or 5th or something like that. When in reality, he
Strength-
should be second.
Hunter's got a good thing on that. Strength of schedule should count. for
Strength of
something.
schedule doesn't work though
Yeah.
because a couple reasons. Number one,
But it does make a big deal though.
No, it
because
doesn't. It
you could
doesn't
literally
because people
submarine
drop.
If you just play no one the
No,
whole
but-
time.
yeah, that's fine. If that happens, that happens. You get second place. I mean, if you play no one for 5, I know really good players who've played no one for 5, 6 rounds, and they act like they're amazing when they're top 8 at LVO, but they played 0 people
those
for
are
6
my
rounds.
favorite tournaments. So shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I've seen that happen a million times where someone's like, "Oh, I lost in the shadow round." Stupid shadow round. I'm like, yeah, but you played 6 people that no one has ever heard of, and they're running army lists that no one thinks is good. Like, that's how you got to the shadow round. So I'm glad the shadow round existed to kick you the fuck out of there. So, I mean, strength of schedule is tough because people drop. Good people sometimes bring armies they're trying out to certain
I don't
tournaments.
think you should have strength of schedule. You should have the value of the player over time. That's what an elo, like a chess system, is.
Yeah. Also, Daniel, I did like the fact that you call Brad a terrible player, and then your analogy was,
I didn't.
you can go to a tournament and have to face Brad round 1, and I'm like, well, that's a layup, so who cares? Like, how is that? Like, I was wondering, like,
No, I like what Daniel gave 2 groups. He goes, you could play like Brad first round, or you could play a good player.
or you can play a good player.
Yeah. That's correct. That's what I said.
That's what I
didn't say
said.
It was horrible.
I didn't say he's horrible. I just say he's not a good player. He's a great player. No, I don't know. That kind of bugs me a little bit. I think if you want to play battle points,
just congratulations for winning that tournament.
yeah, Tom, congrats, Tom. If you want to play if you want to play battle points at all, then get rid of win loss draw and just play battle. And if you want to play win loss draw, then actually play win loss draw. Like 2 wins back to back is like 100 extra points, so no one can catch up to you. Right? Like if you have 5 wins back to back, that's like 1,000 for each round, so it's like 5,000, right? Plus the battle points you actually got,
Right.
and then plus
Yeah,
500
there's
on top of that
two-
for consecutive
there's two
wins.
things that are weird about all of that, because if you're only playing battle points and you just lose your first round and they get put into the lower division and just play people that are not in the top, then you can put up huge scores then.
Say that
Like,
again,
if
Brad.
Daniel plays all the top players and literally wins by 5 points each time because it's a super, super tough matchup. You know what I mean? He shouldn't be punished for that either, for continuing to win that whole time.
But I'm not punishing him. How is my thing punishing him?
I'm saying if you go just one or the other. You know what I mean?
So
Oh.
if I lose against Brad, then after that plays only the 4 best players.
Yeah,
I'm
it's just,
already out. So what you're saying is really that we should have a strikeout tournament every time. So if
I think
you lose a game, you're out.
but see, my thing is, I don't like that though, because then you don't feel like the rest. That's why, like, this is why team events are so much better.
Yeah, team events
Because
are better. Team events
Because then
solve
if you
all
lose
this.
a game, you're still into the thing.
Yeah, team
But
events
the
solve
thing is
all
that the
these
submarine
problems.
is the big deal with battle points. Like I understand that. You know what I mean? There's being able to basically, pound town. You're just gonna, if you have like easier games, you can put up larger points.
Yeah,
and take
I guess
larger
I'm
risks.
trying to solve a different problem because I don't mind the submarine problem as much. I went 6 games undefeated, won all 6 games, and then I lost the championship game, and I came in 5th or 7th or 8th or something crazy, you know? Like losing the championship game, you should get 2nd place. And this is not a selfish thing. I'll never get that table again. So it's not about me.
Then lock it for the last round.
Yeah, that's it. Done.
So that you're bracketed the last round, and if you're in the
That's
top
what-
table, you
that's
get
what they
first or
should do.
second. If you're in the second table, you get third or fourth.
That's what they
and
should
so
do.
on and so forth.
Yeah, that's
'Cause
what you should do.
It does suck.
That makes sense.
I like that.
Because if you have
That's
a
what I
tight
like.
game, I mean, especially think about it when you're at the top table and you know what I mean. You lose that last game, but you score very few points because it's a tough mission against a tough opponent.
Well, you're
and
playing for the
bounced
championship,
7
man.
places,
Yeah,
you
you're
know,
playing for the
that does
championship.
suck.
Yeah, you in Michigan, the guy you played, he ended up in like 11th or something. He didn't even win an award, for God's sakes. Guy was on the championship table. So, I
Yeah,
mean,
and he's
that
undefeated
has
for
nothing to
5
do with the event, right? I mean, the event was structured the way the event's structured, and he wanted to play you, so that's kind of his fault. But I mean,
It's-
at the end of the day,
BCP
he's playing in the
That's
championship
how
table.
BCP works right now.
Yeah.
That's how we do things.
I don't know. I thought it was
So
kind of bullshit that I lost first round and I came back and got 4th. That's just dumb. That shouldn't be a thing.
I don't think it's dumb at all.
I don't know, man. There's like 6 people ahead of me on tables 1, 2, and 3. All like deserve to be there. All playing undefeated. All trying to
Okay,
go for the top
hey,
spot. It's kind of
The-
weird.
the
Yeah,
losses
but in the end of the day, they lost 1 game as well, right?
They
Also,
did.
Japan
They did. That's
just
true.
That, guys. They bracketed the bracket at the top table. I like that. I do.
Oh,
like
really?
the idea-
That's
I
good.
actually like that, Alan. The idea of bracketing
I like
the
that.
final round,
Yeah.
so that where you are, you are. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Wherever
So-
you are in the final round. I think that's fine. I think that's fine.
Yeah.
And I agree
No,
with
I
you,
like that
Daniel. They
idea.
did lose, but if I'm being honest, right? I mean, I played Brandon Valley round 2. I mean, he hasn't played 40K in 17 years. He vomited all over the table.
A
You know?
guy with a similar name puked all over a table.
Yeah, very so similar. That all
Love
of
you,
the
Brandon.
numbers were the same.
Just messing, buddy. Just messing. No, I had a much easier time getting back to that 4th place table, and if I wish there was another round in that tournament so I could have played for, to try to get further, if there was a round 6 or something like that.
No, you don't, because you said you didn't deserve it.
I didn't deserve it, but I
You
would
have
have
to
I
be
would have kept
consistent
playing.
in this.
So, but like listen. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I would have had a lot more fun playing on the undefeated side of the track rather than playing on the defeated side. Like losing game 1 against Kyle. By the way, Kyle Perry just won an event on the West Coast this weekend. Good job, Kyle. Losing to him round 1, I had a less fun time because if I was just on the if I was on the undefeated track, it would be much more competitive games, much more tighter games. Meanwhile, I played
totally agree
4
with
games
you,
of
but
100.
I also hate the fact that if you lose the first turn, you're out. Because then pairings become a
Such a big
horrible
deal.
thing.
Yeah, because if you get a super
Well, that's
matchup
where-
that's a coin flip for
No.
you,
I
then
mean,
your whole
But that's
Sometimes
where
the real
Tom.
final is paired in the first round.
Yeah, but that's where the guys who ran the event at Michigan, they had other awards. So when I lost the first game, I was like, oh, I could still win Best Chaos if I play really well. So I still have a reason to play really well. So I went for Best Chaos instead.
I really think you can only lock in the final round.
I think lock in the final round is what you do. I agree with that. Lock, and
Otherwise,
you don't
you're
even,
looking
and
at
I
a
don't even think.
completely different tournament.
I also don't think you need to lock in the final round beyond table 2 or 3 or whatever the undefeated is. However many tables of undefeated players you have, that's where you cut the lock off at. I think that's it. And if your table 1 already has a loss, then you don't lock it at all. Because then if that guy gets 2 losses, he's not second place. He has 2 fucking losses. That's totally different. I think it should only be for undefeated players in the final round. They should not be able to drop beyond where they currently are. I think that's what it should be.
And that's all you have to say about the war in Vietnam.
That's all I have to say about noodling with Cheetos. Cheeto finger noodling is dangerous. It is very dangerous. The spiciness.
I mean,
Is that
this
a new thing?
That's a new
It's not
thing.
like
It's
the,
a new thing. You eat a bag of
it's like
Cheetos.
the steroids of noodling.
Yeah, you eat a bag
But
of Cheetos, right? And then you take the Cheeto fingers, you noodle with those.
I think when you're talking about noodling that sexy, you're doing something else with your Cheeto fingers.
No, you can't. It's very dangerous stuff, man. You gotta be very careful with those Cheeto fingers. I'm just saying.
Are you guys ready to attack the big issues though
What
facing
big-
the nation?
Are you talking about
Pancakes versus waffles.
the waffles? Clearly, waffles. Nobody
Why
thinks.
would anyone pick
No one thinks pancakes would win
over
that. Yeah,
waffles?
no one would pick
I mean,
pancakes.
unless you're talking about crepes, of course. Then I would do crepes.
I mean,
because I don't
depends.
like
I like crepe is nice with some strawberries. It's kind of a nice
no,
little
I'm,
bit
I'm
of
talking
little bit of
about
cream.
like with cheese and food. and
Oh, that's
stuff.
disgusting. You're gross. You fucking dirty European fuck.
I
Ugh.
don't like sweet things, so.
Yeah.
But if I had to choose,
What do you mean you don't like
waffles.
sweet things? You got a sweet wife. You like her.
Ooh.
That's different.
Look, he's speechless. He's speechless.
Love everything. Yeah.
Oh man, crushed it. Crushed it.
Oh, knocked it out of the park.
Yes, waffles. 100% waffles,
So
people.
we've got 100% waffle vote so far. I should have made this a poll.
This is a pull. This is already. You know who eats pancakes over waffles? Tao. Look where they are now. Bunch of failures.
God.
Bunch of failures.
We should definitely not talk about that.
What, the Tao story I told you to tell on your Art of War thing? That was the best.
No. Apparently, I sometimes
Oh,
I get
yeah,
drunk and
that's true.
talk a lot of shit. Apparently,
Yeah, Brad.
I
Oh, Daniel, did I
haven't
tell you,
heard
Brad?
this, so please
Daniel.
elaborate.
Brad got reprimanded at another event for being an asshole. If he won the event, they would have DQ'd him there too. It's like the
they would
opinion.
not have DQ'd me.
Brad was like,
You
what's the
shitface.
opposite of gentlemanly? I'm gonna do that.
I did say we should do a fight club in the parking lot. I mean, that's no big deal.
I heard Nick Rose is into that.
I mean, was it optional?
Oh no, it was just actual fun. I wasn't
No,
like,
but was it optional for people?
Yeah, Michael's right.
participate?
Too. Like
Or did
crazy.
you
Mm.
No.
take people out into the?
I did make one of the guys sing "Eyes of the Angel" by Sarah McLachlan and dance with me during my game.
eyes of an angel. I always wanted to. Man, I never did that video. Did I ever tell you that, Daniel? Did I ever tell you that video? Well, first of all, Daniel, do you get like poor people ads of Sarah McLachlan like singing to like poor children and like you could donate $15 to save this child? Do you get that in Sweden?
I know who Sarah McLachlan is.
Oh man, we got to show you
Oh,
this.
come on.
Jesus.
You don't get those
All right,
commercials.
we got to show you this. All right, so
Wait,
in
two-legged
America,
puppy?
unlike Europe where no one gives money to anyone and everyone's very selfish and racist, in America, the country of the free and the home of the
I mean,
brave.
we don't have poor people, so we don't need.
Have you ever walked through Stockholm?
We don't have Swedish poor people. We
Okay,
have,
all right, cool.
we
You're
have
talking about the
other
gypsies.
people,
Got it.
immigrant poor people.
Yeah, I like how you differentiate those people that live in your country. You're like they're not Swedish though.
No, they're just here begging.
Yeah,
It's like their
whatever.
occupation.
Okay, I went to the hospital there. I know how many poor people you have. Trust me. So in America, we have these ads where, unfortunately,
No one I hang out with is poor, so I don't know anything about this.
well, unfortunately, in the world, there are a lot of people who are struggling, and American people tend to donate money to those people and to those causes.
True.
And there's commercials that try to encourage people to donate to specific funds, and those commercials typically have a country singer who sings very slowly and angelically. We're gonna show you after we get off the air.
She's not country.
Isn't Sarah McLachlan country? Sarah McLachlan's country.
Not
What country is she from?
No, like country music, bro.
Country music.
Is he messing with us? I don't know if he's messing with us or
I'm
not.
playing it right now.
You know, listen, Daniel, I'm not racist. I swear to
Yeah,
God.
these
But
are-
ever
these
since
are all animals.
Ever since I
They're
talked to
animals.
Robert about him not knowing who Michael Jordan is, nothing gets beyond me
I can understand.
for Swedish people now. I just think Swedish people are just, you just don't know anything that's going on outside of your archipelago. You just don't know anything else. Like whatever happens within 15 miles of me, I know. Other than that, I don't know nothing. So Robert just
And also,
shook my head.
Her commercials saving puppies and stuff. It's animals.
Oh, they're not kids?
No, it's all hers is all the animals. They show like three-legged
okay.
dogs and shit like that.
Yeah, they show like three-legged dogs.
Because we pay tax.
Okay,
and
well,
our
Daniel,
taxes
Daniel,
go
this is
to
what I
our
was
poor
gonna
people.
do. This is what I was gonna do. I was gonna take her song and then I was gonna have a video of like 40K nerds holding their Forge World models that got legend, and it was gonna be like for $35 a month you can help this nerd buy more Forge World models that are still legal, and like you can like have me holding like Chinork Warcopters and like crying in a corner. So I was gonna do that. In retrospect, that sounds really mean, actually, but funny.
That was my other non-gentlemanly gaming thing I did, I guess. I don't care what my last secondary is. Roll it for me.
Apparently, she's more pop than country.
She's
I
not
think
country.
I think Gary's event, we're forced to take the secondaries.
The mission secondary.
Yeah. I don't know what the missions are though. I don't know who won that.
Could be cool.
I think
That
they
could be
ran.
cool.
Yeah, I think they ran a small RTT over the weekend. I don't know who won. I think Gary played in it actually.
Noise. Wolves Road
That'd
again.
be funny if Gary won. Gary's like, I won my own RTT.
Who's the captain now?
He hands the trophy to the winner in June. He's like, "You're lucky I didn't play, motherfucker."
But he does it real close.
Yeah,
Holds you in a
like super
handshake.
close. He's like, "Yeah, you're lucky. You're lucky I didn't play."
No, it was you, Fredo. You broke my heart.
I like it. Yeah, Tom, you guys got to get RTTs rolling like crazy, bro. Get some money back for that investment cost.
Yeah, they have a ton. The Death of Glory guys are crushing events. Also, the Great Lakes Destruction.
You know,
I can't
hey,
remember what the group's called.
Tom, you know what you should do?
22nd.
Tom, you know what you should do? I know obviously there's an ITC ranking and all that stuff, which is great. You guys should think about it, and there's someone is gonna create like an actual chess style ranking where like who you play matters, and like the person that you played based off their previous win record like augments your like number, whatever it is. That would be a cool thing to do. Someone's gonna do that.
Hilarious to have it on a global scale.
Someone is gonna do that. I don't know if Reese will ever do that, but someone will. And BCP has the data to do it. Actually, they could do it.
I think
100%.
it's called an ELO ranking.
Yeah, that's what it's called. You are correct.
Your MMR or whatever.
Yeah, I think they can create that actually.
Yeah, the GLC does have its own rankings.
Yeah.
So that they have.
I think they could. I think someone's gonna make that eventually. And then the other thing that I think needs to be created as well is like a player profile. Like you should get player profiles, like where people are like, yeah, you know, Brad, I'm gonna give him a 1 because he talked about my mother, told me to look him in the eyes, said he was gonna rape me after the game, told me to meet him in the parking lot for a fight club. I felt very intimidated.
Don't do that, Brad.
My
That's not
non-touch
gentleman,
culture.
Brad.
Yeah, my non-touch culture got very offended.
That opponent, thank you very much, said he wants to come to Toledo and play some games with me. It had to be on Facebook. Thank you very much.
Yeah, no, I think
In the end, it was all gentlemanly.
yeah, no, I think someone. So it sounds like there's already some ELO stuff. It's been over for years. Well, there was that 40K ELO thing once. I remember there was a website for it, like Rankings HQ or something like that. But that was terrible. Like they need one that's all encompassing.
Yeah,
All
Neil
events.
just put it up. The Down Under pairings, all the Aussies already have that. They have
They do?
full
With ELO?
Yep.
That's really cool. That'd be really cool. I mean, that'd be awesome. Yeah.
All the new shit's happening down under.
Yeah, dude. Australia's
On top of their
Australia's
game, yo.
pimp, bro. That's why I drafted
No,
an Australian on my
around.
team. That was the whole point. Because I got
I
game.
mean, they don't dare to go out because as soon as they go out, they meet poisonous snakes and animals. So they have a lot of extra time.
You can't noodle in Australia because a snake might get you.
Nah, fuck no.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can't.
Fuck
You
no!
would
Look at Daniel.
throw him
Dude's
in
like,
the hole.
You
fuck
go into
no.
waist deep water, man. You're crazy, man.
Yeah, I was
It's
gonna say.
if it's not a snake, it's a shark, motherfucker.
Yeah, I mean, like, you
Or a
would
fucking
probably get,
saltwater crocodile or a sweetwater crocodile.
I
It's
mean,
horrible.
you would literally get murdered.
And they
by
got
a big
crocodiles in
stick.
Australia too.
Of course they are. They're huge ass
Yeah, the
fucking
crocodile, yo.
sweetwater crocodiles.
I just like getting you
You
riled
can't
up.
swim in
I
the
know they got
saltwater
crocodiles.
because it's
Bro,
full of
how
horrible
could they
things.
not?
You can't go into the
How can they
lakes
not have
because they're full
crocodiles?
of fucking
They have
sharks.
Komodo dragons. Of course, they have
have
crocodiles.
about 100, yo.
Yeah, Komodo
You
dragons are in
don't have
Australia.
Komodo dragons. They only have Komodo dragons on one island in the on the Asian side, but they have other
Dude, the Komodo
dragon type animals, but it's not the Komodo ones.
the Komodo dragon
That's
needs to
right.
get to
Daniel, did you
Australia.
get bit by a poisonous radioactive snake that gave you all this knowledge.
Yeah. Seriously, bro. Like, you got the worst superpower ever. What's your superpower? I can fly. What's yours? I control time. What's yours? I know a lot of shit about snakes. It's a mutation. It's my M46 nerve and my 26BIQ gene. They got together, made a party.
I don't know. But I would really like to see Daniel in his villain outfit.
Bro, I think the Komodo dragon needs to swim over to Australia and then see if it can get to the top of the food chain.
And Neil just kind of called us out. He goes, Komodo dragons come from the island of, Komodo.
Komodo.
Weird.
Isn't there an island of just snakes? Like it's Snake Island or something like that, Daniel?
Yeah, it's outside of Brazil. They have a specific type of it's not mutated. It's like Darwinistically changed over time. It's a lance viper. It's called the golden lance viper.
But there's no people there, right?
Sure.
There's no people that live there.
There used to be one family who lived in the pier
And then
in
the snakes,
lighthouse.
the snakes
But they
got.
all were killed. The entire family, according to the legend, was killed by the lance viper. There's 50 lance vipers per 100 square meters.
Why would you live there? I don't understand this.
Well, someone had to man the fucking tower, Brad. They paid him good money. They didn't know about the lance viper.
I'm not 100%.
Wait, how big is the
golden lance viper?
how
but
big
it's
is the
something
golden
like
lance
that.
viper?
It's a unique lance viper.
Is it big?
No, I mean lance vipers aren't super big. They're just extremely aggressive.
Okay. Are they poisonous?
You don't go to places that are
Yeah, they're very, very, very poisonous.
So hey, if a poisonous snake bites an anaconda, does the anaconda die?
Yeah, but it doesn't have that poison.
Yeah, as far as I know, they don't have any resistance to poisons. There's a few animals that has. Typically, only snakes that eat poisonous snakes and mongoose that eats poisonous snakes.
Oh yeah, the mongoose is fucking dude. That thing is crazy. Boss mode. The snake can't even get it. The snake can't even bite it. It's too fast.
No, and also the like badger-like animal in Africa.
The honey badger. The honey badger.
The honey badger doesn't fucking care.
Yeah, doesn't fucking care. No, I saw a video actually. The honey badger ate its head and then fell asleep from the venom and then woke up and ate it again.
He eats the cobra and then it goes to sleep for a while.
Yeah, but the honey badger also eats like bees, honey directly. Directly. The bees are all over it, you know?
He's like an African Wolverine.
Yeah.
I'm still very stuck on the fact that somebody lived on Go Fuck Yourself and Die Island.
Yeah, it's all snakes, bro. No, if you see video of it, Brad, it looks like a giant island of a snake orgy. That's what it looks like on YouTube. I looked it up.
Even worse than basically, hey man, I applied to this fucking job on Monster. All I have to do is get murdered by snakes, but it pays well.
Yeah, dude.
Until I get killed.
Hey, could I tell you guys something? You know, I don't really listen to podcasts that much, but I kind of missed. I started listening to Chapter Tactics when I went to the gym, and I miss it. You know, it's gone now with Pablo being wherever the hell Pablo is.
Lamb?
Huh? On the lamb, yeah. I think he's running. He's probably running from the law. So
exactly. There it goes. Why am I turning into a snake stream? But I don't know. I mean, so far we've spent way more time talking about snakes and waffles versus pancakes.
No, waffles versus pancakes was a 2-second conversation. That's a terrible.
It's too easy.
It's too easy. It's just waffles.
Choice.
That's like you saying you have to go to the next tournament with either playing Dark Eldar or you can play Kroot Mercenaries. Which one would you like to pick? That's how simple that question was. So
I go first because I could use the old infiltration rules and charge everything turn 1.
Yeah, but they're not legal anymore, so you'd immediately lose the tournament. You wouldn't even get to play.
Yeah, I'd already be drunk telling people that I wanted to fight in the parking lot. So
that's a fact. I like that. I agree with this.
So next Codex is coming up.
Orcs, baby.
Well, we got sisters. We have
first up, right?
I don't care about those codexes. They suck. But I heard breachers are 2+ wounds, 2+ safe. Actually, Reddit has a lot of rumors. Orcs are apparently T5 according to Reddit, so I'm excited for that. That sounds cool. Oh yeah, I just realized that we're talking about news and Brad can't say anything anymore. That's hilarious. Um, he literally can't talk. You should maybe stop being a playtester, then you can participate in this part of the conversation.
He's
So
just like randomly speculating.
yeah, I like randomly speculate. Well, Reddit's like usually right. They were right about so much Dark Eldar stuff. So I don't know. I don't know who's on Reddit, but I wouldn't be
What are you
surprised if
most excited about? AdMech
Orcs. I'm most
sisters
excited about
or
Orcs. Yeah, and
Dude,
Mike
have you
Brand.
seen
Mike
all the
Brand
pictures
is
of
on.
all the feral-
I saw Mike Brand on Facebook talking about getting the buggies.
Dude,
He's
look at all
recommending
the-
buggies.
no, fuck those buggies. Look at, do you see all the fucking the cool feral orc shit where they showed all the pictures of all the riders and all that shit?
Yeah, they look awesome. They look cool. I
They
like
look
them.
sweet.
I like them. I mean,
All I'm saying is there's some boss
I'm-
mode shit coming out in that line.
I'm
That's all
probably gonna use the models from AOS though. The boars and the squigs from AOS are cooler than the 40k ones, in my
the
opinion.
beast snagas.
Yeah. Yeah, the Beast Nagas have too much like metal going on for me. They try to like make squigs would look 40k ish. I just like squigs. I don't.
I really like squigs. I have a lot
Go
of squigs.
fuck yourself,
I heard some really, really cool
Bitch.
squigs too.
fucking
I-
got all my
I have,
60
like, I
goddamn
don't know.
squigs.
I probably have like
Motherfucker.
72 squigs or something.
I hate your face. Yeah,
You
man,
should have taken a
I'm
picture
excited.
holding his squigs wearing my shoes.
What I would love to play, and what I hope I could play is I hope I can play a buggy based army with squigs, like squigs plus buggies, and then like 60 boys holding up my backfield, and just like
You gotta
play
make it all
something like
feral
that.
all the time, yo.
Yeah, no, I'm cool. I'm cool with that. I can hobby it. I can hobby it, have it count as whatever. But
Dude, let's talk about that new sisters chick. Have you guys even looked at that?
I
Yeah,
hate
really?
that. I hate the model. Do you like that model? It looks like a baby Bjorn. She looks like she's in a
I
fucking
mean,
baby carrier.
She's like buck wild badass though.
Oh yeah, in the game, yeah, the rules are sick. But I have a feeling
The
I have a
rules are
feeling
nuts.
sisters are gonna get hit with a little bit of a nerf bat.
I think AdMech will as well.
I think AdMech will just be different, and then it will take like 6 months for anyone to figure out how to play them again, because I think they're gonna nerf like some of the strats people like to use. I think they're gonna nerf the horses pretty bad, beyond
gonna have-
beyond the wounds and the save and
If
all
you're
that
gonna
stuff.
go
Toughness.
with like what people are talking about, the less shenanigans, more straight power and damage.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they're both going to get nerfed pretty hard. And when I say nerfed, I don't mean like they're going to be bad. They're probably going to have a lot of positives, but they're just going to be different. And the people who play the armies today are going to be like, "Wow, this is so much different. I'm upset with it." You know, like for example, I can imagine the orcs will be a lot different too. You know, orcs will change quite a bit. So,
I still can't believe you guys don't want to talk about this sister bitch.
let's talk about her. Go ahead, break it down for me, Brad.
Well, you didn't. You don't even know her rules. She's a boss.
I know. Tell me the rules,
Her
baby
rules,
Bjorn. Go ahead.
She has like strength 8 attacks, D3 damage. She can swing, so she has double the amount of
Yeah,
attack.
yeah. She's got a double. I love that they're
She
giving the
has
characters
toughness
the
5,
two
2 up,
profiles.
4 up, and she has -1 damage.
Yeah,
It's like
this.
Minus
She's
one.
a
No,
good girl.
she's got half damage. Half the
half
damage
damage.
running
She's
out.
a cool girl.
And then she's got like sweep attack. But the biggest thing is
Diego!
that she literally has an aura of reroll ones for hit and wound, and she can
Yeah.
choose a unit in the command phase
The-
to
the-
reroll.
but I don't know
all
how.
hits
So
and all wounds.
you're probably uber excited about her because you know her points. I don't bother until I know the points.
I mean, those are.
I don't bother about anything until there's a codex and
Yeah,
I have it in my app.
Unless I have points, I just want points because like she sounds awesome, but then when I see she's 345, I'm like, well, no.
She's a high
She's
lord of
probably not
Terra now, yo.
345, but she's probably more than 75 points, and then it's like, no.
Yeah, like and then like how many? You know, like
I'm exaggerating a bit, but yeah, you know what I mean.
yeah, I got you, bro. We this.
I feel you, dog.
I'm doing a gentleman thing where I'm having the pod. I'm making a ton of models with liquefier guns because the liquefier guns are gentlemanish.
Yeah, I got to figure out how to make Brad liquefier guns for his army. It's a fucking nightmare.
This is a bag of liquefier guns. I can just send it to you with your squigs.
You've literally never sent me anything in my life. I honestly don't like if I were like in need of something like desperately and I had a list of friends, you're like one of my closest real friends in real life. You would be at the very tail end of like the last, like the guy I met in line at Jewel yesterday. You would be behind him in the list of people I would ask for like an emergency. Because
I'm
like,
so excited that I'm higher up on the fucking adult train than you are.
yeah, that says a
I
lot.
mean, if you ask me, I will fly over there and hand deliver it to you
I
before
mean,
I
you
send
can't
it
right
postal.
now.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, bullshit.
I feel that there's actually more chance of you randomly flying over here and just happening to have them with you than sending them.
Yeah, exactly. I've been asking for you to send me those damn squigs for like fucking a decade. I was like,
Yep.
you can have I'm like, you can have all the smash guns, Daniel, but the squigs are mine. You could take Grots. And then Daniel's like, okay, no problem, no worries. And then I like go in my models like a week after Adepticon, and I'm like, where are all my squigs? And then Daniel's like,
No,
oh yeah, I
this is-
took those.
This is
Actually-
not the truth, Alan. You're lying. You're lying your teeth out. This is what happened. I got all the guns after Adepticon because I didn't take any of the prize support since we won. Then I flew home, and then I asked you when you came to Sweden, could you bring your squigs because I want them.
I know.
for
And I
the
left them. I
EDC.
left them.
And then I came up to you when the EDC was done with them on a tray, and you said, "Nah, it's fine, bro. We'll solve that later."
Yeah.
Let's just say
Like, why?
later is
Yeah,
now.
that did happen.
Apparently
All of
later.
this did happen. This did happen.
Yeah.
Just like my Necron Lord with a Pokeball. Daniel, you're the stealer of models and best friends.
I mean,
Yeah, but I think I brought him back to.
I think you gave him to Greg or Brad, and I still don't have him.
I know you do like the controversy. Do you want to talk about the Red River GT controversy?
What happened at Red River? I don't even know.
What's his face? The Custodes dude, Ryan Snyder, fucking lost his fucking mind and then posted about it. Daniel Sanson basically and his opponent put in a score, and then the score got put in like 5 points off or something, and then they came up to the and went, "Hey, here's our score sheet. Here's the actual score. It was 5 points different." And because of that, Daniel got paired into Ryan Snyder, and Ryan Snyder apparently was like super anti-playing him, and
Why?
literally threw a huge fit about being paired into him, and said that basically everybody was against him and they were colluding to make him lose or something, and then freaked out and left.
Does Daniel Sansone? I thought Daniel Sansone's a really cool dude. What's the problem? I don't
They were
understand.
teammates
That's
at one point in time.
What the hell? What's going on? I don't understand.
I have no idea. I think that dude might be just crazy.
I mean, people 40K players tend to be a little weird. Yeah, it's true.
I
Play with
didn't
little
really
models.
understand the why of the situation and why he was so pissed off, but he was like, they tried to make me play somebody. You're like, what? You just have to play the top people anyways.
It's not a big deal though. I've
doesn't matter.
seen everything, man. I've seen every kind of fight. I've been in some fights. After yelling in a church for 45 minutes, you realize, hey, maybe I gotta let this go.
Stop yelling at old ladies in churches, you fucking asshole.
That's not very gentlemanlike.
Exactly.
That was a long time ago. I changed my stripes. So, but yeah, man, I've seen every kind of fight. So he left
It was
without
super
playing.
weird. And he said, "Fuck it, I'm out of here."
I mean,
Yeah, that
Sansone
was the-
seems
that
like
was
such
the-
a cool
that was
dude.
the-
Why wouldn't he just play Sansone? I've
was
never
the
played
team-
Sansone. I want to play him. Yeah, that's weird,
No,
man.
him and Snyder were actually on a team together at one point in time. I just don't get it.
I mean, I was on a team with Aaron Eliong at one time too, and there was a point in my life where I was going to throw a table at him. So I get
sure,
that. That's
but
fine.
If you got paired into him, you wouldn't just fucking lose your mind and leave the tournament.
No, I would give him a Greg speech. I'd be like, listen. All right,
You would
Russia.
give the Greg Russell
All right,
speech.
Russia. We know you cheat. We know how you cheat. We've seen you cheat. We will stop you from cheating. I love Brad. When Brad witnesses cheating, he gets awkward. He doesn't know what to do. He's just like, what? Why would that rhino? How'd that right? What? He just like leaves the
I
room.
did. I left the room.
No, sometimes teammates can be the worst. Can be like worst enemies because they know each other so well. I mean, you heard Daniel talk about me and Mitch, right? So
Yeah.
I had to steal it from Daniel before he used it against me. I hope you put glue in your mouth, you squig stealer.
Was my next comment.
I knew you were. I wanted to beat you to it, bitch. So I know
actually don't
everywhere you're
get
going.
The whole like trying to skip around people. You just play who you play. I don't know. Really? I mean, if
Yeah,
you're
man, just
planning
play
on
who you
trying to
play.
win the bet,
Overwatch
you
inside
have
of
to play the tough
transports.
people
It's not a big deal.
anyways, So who gives a fuck?
I don't think
I
Brad
guess.
cares ever who he plays.
No.
I understand a little bit of skipping around people because it's super boring to fly half around the world to meet in the first round
We've all done
the
that though.
guy
Yeah,
from
Yeah.
I mean that
Sweden
sucks.
you just
Everyone's
flew in with. It's like, come on.
welcome
This
to
sucks.
Adepticon. Play your friend from Sweden now. Thank you. And then
Yeah, I get
Daniel's
that
like
kind of shit.
yelling
I'm
at his
just saying,
friend.
like, I'm not trying to skip somebody because I think they're a bad matchup, and I definitely don't think that the tournaments are colluding to give me bad matchups to get me out of places. I just think it's weird. Like, why would you even think that?
I don't know, man. If they're cool, if it's a cool person or if it's someone that you haven't played yet, I mean, I don't
It's a
understand.
nice dude, man. Why would you not want to play him?
Seems kind of weird. So I mean, I would anticipate that at the Red River thing, no one cared though, right? They were like, okay, bye.
Well,
Repair.
that's the whole thing. Is he was losing his shit, and he's like, "I'm gonna post up that everybody was plotting against me," and they're like, "Well, the entire tournament thinks that you're just a crazy person, so cool." We just everyone here is willing to back the TOs here, so I didn't get it.
Yeah, just play the game, dude. Or if you don't want to play the game, handshake and that's it. You give your opponent the win and call it a day.
Right? I mean, you're still playing with your fucking tiny toys, dude. You know what I mean? In the end, have a good time, try to win, and roll on with life.
My toys
Brad,
aren't
not everyone
tiny.
is a bandwagon. Some have bigger toys than your toys.
Yeah, I have bigger toys. Get some big toys, Tim Brad.
Yeah. Well, those Dark Eldar are very small, so they're definitely tiny.
Yeah, exactly.
Brad, were you think I asked? I sent Reese an email actually. I don't know what the policy is for Games Workshop models. Because I was gonna convert some of your Dark Eldar stuff to be non-Games Workshop model based, but like green stuffy. Trying to get like a theme for your army going. But yeah, I haven't got a response yet, so I'll find out. I'll go from there. Because I'm not buying you any models.
I do love conversions.
I'm only using what I own. Because I own so much.
Alan's gonna literally have me showing up. Hey, all of my incubi are actually Tau crisis suits somehow.
With blades.
Think about
With
that.
blades. WYSIWYG, Mo.
They are holding the demiclaves, but
Dude, I was actually looking for bits. If I take off the background here, like my whole basement's full of bits stuff, and I found like a couple Ziploc bags full of like Gene Stealer Cult converted Eldar, and they look awesome. I was like, oh my god, I gotta paint these guys. Do you remember that army, Brad? My Gene Stealer Cult Eldar army. So I have like Wraithguard. I have like Wraithguard that are built from like a mixture of actual Wraithguard bits, like the heads and stuff, and the loin. And all that kind of stuff, but like then warrior bits as well from like Tyranids. Oh, they look sick.
Shit.
Yeah, it looks sick.
I used him for an entire season.
I think you used him for like 4 years.
No, I'm not saying how long I had him. I said I used him for an entire season, and then I just wouldn't give him back.
So you see, Brad is worse at postal office than I am.
No, I just saw him. I actually had the model with me multiple times. I just told Alan he couldn't have it back.
It's like, so I can take my model back, right? And Brad's like, nah, it's mine now.
I'm the captain now.
Honestly, Daniel, if I'm being honest, like, I don't care about any of my models except for the 72 squigs you have. Those are the only models I care about. I will trade you every other model I own for those models back.
This seems like an excellent trade incoming.
But you will need to charter a small / big shipping container for that. So
send them one at a time and see what kind of trades you can negotiate per squig.
Per squig. Just each squig is in a small little zip envelope. You're like, here's your
Just
first.
send you this little.
You know what you should do, Daniel? You should take a hammer, smash one, send it to me, and be like, if you don't pay, the rest will also get this.
Yeah, exactly.
You mean I'll just send you one like they look now?
Oh, you motherfucker.
Oh.
No, they actually can't be broken. It's not possible.
Nah,
They can
they're
only
like
be
one
off the base. They can only be off the base.
Some of them are off the base.
That's
What
it.
are they made of? Like what, adamantium? What the
No,
fuck you got going
it's
on?
it's a solid plastic cast. There's no bits. 0 bits. There's nothing to glue or put together. It's just solid
I feel
plastic.
like this isn't something you should tell drunk Brad. You'd be like, these cannot be broken. I'm like,
No, like
yeah,
literally, you cannot break those squigs without like a saw or a knife. You have to like cut them in half or something like. They can't be smashed. Nothing can happen. You can hurt someone with them though if you like chuck them at someone's head, like really hard. It's like solid plastic. Did you ever think about how heavy a gargantuan Squiggoth model is from Forge World?
A lot of stuff.
Never seen one.
You've never seen one? Oh my god!
Really?
Like it's very heavy. It's I don't know how to I don't know, like 7 pounds, 8 pounds. So for you, I don't know, 2 stones.
It's like at least 2 stones.
36
Maybe,
kilos,
like,
36 kilos.
It's probably at least 2 cubits long too.
When you move it from table to table, you need both hands. You gotta use both hands to move it.
And a forklift.
Small forklift, tiny one.
Yeah.
You can use batteries for it.
I've seen your aura is rising, Brad. This is your aura meter here.
Aura meter.
Yeah.
I talked to Brad yesterday.
You're trying to come here. I mean, last Tuesday you were here. You were like peace, love, and understanding, like tree hugging.
Yeah,
So-
I tried to be nice, and you guys literally jumped on me and kicked
Other than playing against Brad, because that's a guaranteed win. Other than playing against Brad, how are you guys countering Dark Eldar? Is it transports? I think it's transports. That's what I think. And like I actually think a flyer is a good idea. Like any kind of flyer that can pop a raider is not a bad idea, because to go in first, you can like a Fire Raptor is not. I mean, it's probably too expensive for a Fire Raptor, but I think Dark Angels have that flyer with the D.
Those are super. You have to make like a different list for that, though. Those are expensive.
Are they
Yeah,
pricey?
The Advent
That's
flyers are
that's
super
where
cheap.
we're ending up, Brad. You have to alter your list.
Is that a Dark
to beat
Talent?
Dark
Yeah, this is
And then when people figure out how to do that, Dark Elder needs to alter their lists, and that's
Correct.
called a meta, I think.
damn.
it's-
Holy shit.
Is the meta changed?
Got it. He's killing it, dude. Killing it. He defined a word for us today. No, I actually think transports are a big thing. I think those Primaris transports, the flying rhino thing, I think that's gonna come back.
They're not flying anymore, so I don't
Flying
think they're
anymore.
coming
They're
back.
not coming back.
They don't fly?
No,
They're garbage.
Why do I own so many of those?
they used to be
Damn.
awesome.
Yes,
Then
they
they
used
stopped
to
to fly, and now they suck.
Ugh. I hope they bring that back. Why does it not
So-
fly? It should fly.
Yeah,
Lame.
but they don't.
So you just put
You're
5
good.
horses in front of it and you just go, ha ha, I can't do shit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
The-
terrible.
But no, flyers are a really nice counter.
Ugh.
Basically, if you pop the Dark Elder transports, they're in a whole heap of trouble, boss.
So you play like what do you think though?
I
What
think
do
actually the
Marines what do
way-
Marines do then though? What do Marines do then? To still keep competitiveness, but also now counter for Dark
Contemptor
Eldar.
Dreadnoughts on every single list.
Contemptors?
More shots.
More shots. They need more volume. They just didn't change their
They
list
need
for
to
forever.
stop being a slow-moving assault army and start being less aura-based army that moves slowly and fights hard in close combat. Because against Dark Eldar, they're not going to win. They need more shots, higher volume shots. They need to be more flexible in their deployment. They need to play
They
differently.
can't. Yeah, they can't just be this ball of Marines that they've
I
been
would-
for like a
Brad,
long time.
if you didn't suck so bad and you beat Curtis, would you have beaten Tom's list?
He'll argue that really hard, but it's a tough match because.
But you have an actual channel and he doesn't, so he can argue it as much as he wants
Exactly.
off stream. But-
Someone's wrong on the internet.
No, it's a tough. It makes a difference because it also turn one's a big deal on that, because the Talon Masters, the pregame move with the bikes and stuff like that. If you can get Dark Elder out of their transports, it's bad news bears.
But did you have cover at that event? Could you have hid turn 1?
I could have hit turn 1, but the movement you could. They have they have pregame movement and they have such fast moving units. The Dark Angels play very well into Dark Eldar because they can pick up multiple rides right away. The key to winning against Dark Eldar is if you can pick up 2 or 3 raiders right away. It really puts them in a bad spot.
So if you end up going first in that game, it's better.
I'm thinking that we should stop playing Raiders for Dark Elders. I'm right now in my list. I'm gonna run this tournament. I'm putting 500 points in transports.
I have 6.
That's.
Wait, what did you just say, Brad?
I have 6 raiders.
Oh man, that's terrible for me.
That's 12 liquefier grotesques.
Yeah, you know, the funny thing is I'm not much of a transport guy typically because you can always just get more people, but they're so easy to kill when they're on foot though. T3 is
Grotesque.
not the
Not
great.
that easy. Not that easy.
Grots can run.
I'm thinking to try Dark Elder list totally without maybe a Venom or two to deliver
For the
some
incubi,
stuff.
put the incubi in.
Yeah, exactly. Incubis or something. And then the rest just put it on foot. I mean,
The Venoms are super like crazily easier to hide because the stupid Raiders are so ridiculous. They all have that big fat ass sticking out the back, and then sometimes they get slapped.
But I mean, you can take flamer racks. You can put 3 of those in for 1 CP in support in strategic reserve.
Yeah,
Coming in from the edges, flaming 12 inches. They're still gonna get value.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you got a point on that. The thing is that I don't even think we have the final version of like a lot of these Dark Elder lists.
No, I totally agree.
Especially with these other armies coming out, because I think the AdMech counters Dark Elder very strongly. The rest of the armies are going to start realizing that they need more volume. Think about it though, especially with Sisters and Orcs coming out, the Marine armies had to change anyways to have more volume. You can't just let people make your turn 1 be pointless. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I think that's what we should cover Friday, guys. Let's all design. I think it'd be cool. Let's do this. All right. I like when we have little objectives because it makes it more fun for the next cast. So all 3 of us have to make a new army that we feel counters the current Dark Eldar meta. We all 3 of us make a new army. You can make any faction you want. We're all gonna have to come with a list that counters the current Dark Eldar meta. And then
choosing AdMech.
That's fine. That's fine. Write your AdMech list. I mean, it'd be better not to play AdMech just because they're gonna get a new book. So like, that's kind of stupid. So like, no AdMech.
We've already seen that AdMech does that. So
yeah, no AdMech. Other than AdMech, counter the current Dark Eldar meta, and then all 3 of us make a new Dark Eldar list that does not get countered.
Raiders.
That does not get countered. No, Raiders are fine. You just make a list that does not get countered by whatever you made.
Kurt just literally points at Sean's list. That was the entire design of Sean's list was kill Dark Eldar.
Yeah, so let's all do that too. Let's see what we can come up with. I'm curious. We'll try to be creative. Don't just copy Sean like Kurt does.
I need to put in maybe here because I'm on a tournament on Friday. So I'm not sure when the last game is finished, but most likely I can join.
I don't like everything.
And I can also be very happy because I had 3. I've gone 3-0.
Yeah, we'll see.
With my Dark Elder.
I have a feeling you're gonna beat Brad's place, and you're gonna come in first. I have a feeling.
You know, so
I think to do that, I have to go first against the AdMech player.
Yeah, I think you are. I think you're gonna roll a 3, and I think you're gonna go first.
I have a really nice dice for starting.
I think you're gonna roll a 3, and you're gonna go first.
He's got a really nice dice. It's a 20-sided.